What's up, pussies? This is Zach, the better looking half of Floating Mana, where we always leave a little in the pool. And this is our first video where we're going over the new core set and all the cards in it, and our thoughts and feelings on those cards. Thanks for watching. Okay, you're looking at the page?
Yeah, so let's talk about it, right?
So the first thing I notice, I guess it's good. You've seen the set. I haven't seen the set.
Yeah.
Knowledgeable response, fresh response. Okay. So the first thing I noticed, one, there's some new cards, and we'll talk about the new cards. But what is this? Why does this say Fell and Shadow and Fell underneath the spells in Demon Hunter? Why do spells have archetypes or tribes?
So they added some shit, right? Okay. So not every spell has it, but they're trying to make it so that most of them do.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have synergistic cards that are they announced one, and it's just like a spell damage for only a specific type. I think it was for one of the shaman ones.
Okay.
It was spell damage for nature. Okay, we'll probably see the card coming up, but
okay, so none.
It's so.
Okay. I mean, cool.
Yeah,
so
I think it's dope.
So theoretically, cards could be printed that say draw a Fell spell from your deck. And then it's targeted drawing, so it's slightly better, but then, you make it...
Yeah, I think it also just adds another dynamic, right? Like, they can do more stuff because now they have more keywords.
Sure. Okay. So then, all these are the same, except these are Fells and Shadows, the first four. Battle Fiend, Crimson Sigil, Chaos Strike, Feast of Souls are all the same. And then Corvus is new, right? Just to be clear.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
I don't think he's good at all.
No, sounds bad.
Like what? Think about it. 2-1... the 2-1 Murloc that cost 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the only reason it was kind of good is because there's a fucking Murloc, right?
Yeah, and because early on that was a better effect.
Yeah, I think you add Lifesteal to a 2-drop that doesn't make that Murloc any better, right?
Yeah.
And then Outcast return this to hand, like, nah, I think it's trash.
Yeah, especially since it is two mana, right? So theoretically, you want to combo off with this card. You want to play it, play a card, play it, play a card, play it, play a card, stuff like that. And then it's 2 mana. So really, you get what, 3 plays out of it? Because you got to assume every now and then because of except what's his face is gone, right? The 6-drop, the draw 3. Is that part of the core set, or is that?
Yeah, no, it's gone. It looks gone.
That's what I'm saying. So the fact that that's gone, you're not even consistently getting 0 mana cards at Demon Hunter anymore. So you're popping off with this 3 times, and that just doesn't seem that good.
Yeah, I don't like it. I mean, I'll probably try some shenanigans with it, but as far as probably a legendary that slots in.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see it potentially being good, like a Highlander list, right? Like 2 mana, 2/2, deal 2, right? Yeah. Lose the body isn't horrible.
No.
But all the Highlander cards are rotating, so it ain't.
True,
no.
So it's bad.
Yeah, it's just bad.
So then all this is the same. Spectral, Sightless, Warblades, coordinated. And then I-Beam is Fell. But that...
Yeah. So the Gnar Glavesmith.
Yeah.
This card. I've seen people say that they don't think it's that good, right? But with the toolbox being reduced down to what it is now, like Twin Slice is gone.
Yeah.
Like you said, Skull is gone.
Yeah.
So I feel like they're going to be needing more damage. Like, they already have a bunch of damage. Like, that's not a thing that they're really missing. But I'm feeling like you're missing 4 cards now, right? 2 copies of staple cards that you used to run. Like, we don't know what the future set is. But now you got to find 4 more cards to slot into the deck. And I don't think it's as bad, right?
Yeah. No, I think this card's actually decent. It's a body that clears off the body. So if you're fighting for board, we're probably playing more tempo stuff now, right? Continuing playing tempo Demon Hunter stuff because you have all the good cards still that kind of fight for the board or whatever. And this card fights for the board really well on the early turns where it matters. I mean, you have to have it outcasted, right? But then sometimes you play it as a 3/2 and at least it's a body that sticks. But then sometimes they play their 2-drop and then you play this and you kill their 2-drop and you have a 3/2 behind. So I think it's fine. I think we're so spoiled by Demon Hunter cards that we look at good cards and maybe people are not quick to say, oh, this is actually a decent card. I just thought it was going to be more outcast shenanigans that is broken.
Yeah.
So.
Next good card. So
Warglaives, yeah.
Yeah, there's a broken one coming up, but rework Warglaives. So it was 5 mana 3/4, was too good. They nerfed it to 6 mana 3/4. Didn't see any play, so they reverted it back to 5 mana and took away a durability.
Yeah.
I still don't think it's good enough.
Yeah, I think it's close, but I think it's definitely you're taking a whole attack off. You're taking a whole 3 damage off. And the whole point is that like it could do it all in one turn, right? So essentially you're taking that 3 damage charge off, because with most weapons only the first hit is charged, but with this weapon every hit is charged. So when you take that one durability off, that's huge. So yeah, I agree. I think this card's bad. I think this card could be 4 mana and it's balanced and then still playable, like still fringe. At 4 mana, I'm not sure I'm playing this.
No, 4 mana, it's amazing. I'm playing it every fucking day.
Oh my goodness.
That card's nuts at 4. But like, it's just such a weird card, right? Because you want it to have 4 durability, because part of the strong part about it was I could swing now, clear your minion.
Yep.
I can swing face.
Yep.
Okay, hold it. Next turn, I can hit a minion again and then hit face again.
Yep.
Right? So now you don't have that next turn play with it.
It was so flexible that sometimes it was a board clear and sometimes it was 12 damage face. And now it's...
I don't think it's bad. Like, I don't think it's horrible. Like I said, they might need to slot cards.
Fringe. So this guy, this new dude, this is broken. So let me read this. 8 mana, 8/8 rush. After your hero attacks an enemy, this attacks it too.
Oh, another notable thing that I saw was missing from Demon Hunter. The 2 mana 1/2 weapon that summons 2 1/1s. Yeah. I loved that card. Every time I play Demon Hunter, I'm like, dude, can I fit this card? Like, I think it's crazy. And even like the earlier Demon Hunter list, they all ran it.
Yeah.
Sure, it's got power crept over time.
It's a 2/2 that equips a 1/2 weapon.
Yeah. And then that's gone. So I feel like Demon Hunter's missing a lot of their important cards. Like, I don't think it's going to be as cancerous to play against now, honestly. But you never know, because this last card right here, Illidari Inquisitor.
So why do you think this is so broken? What does?
Okay. So 8 mana 8/8 rush, right?
Yep.
That alone, decent, right? It's not horrible.
It's not bad.
Okay.
Sure.
After your hero attacks an enemy, this attacks it too. Yep. Okay. You have 9 mana. You drop this. You
can give it charge too.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not just
rush into it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Rush into it. And the following turn, if it sticks, hit 8 face, attack face, it hits 8 face again.
Yeah, I mean, and you can even charge with it, because you can, if you already have a weapon in play, you can play it on 8, kill a minion, attack their face, deal 8 damage. So you've killed a minion and dealt 8 damage face the turn it came out. Okay.
I think it's crazy. Like, it might add a tempo Demon Hunter into the mix instead of Burr go face,
Yeah.
It might even open up the possibility for the demon, the big demon list, but I know we'll just have to see. I definitely think it's going to be played with a lot though, and some deck is going to revolve around it.
Yeah, and you could just play it in well, I don't know. Once again, it's all the archetypes might be completely different, but you could play it in big. You can get Raging Fell Screamer, get this out on turn 6.
Yeah,
that seems strong. So, but maybe this is the reason Warglaives is playable. Playing it,
that is 100% true.
Attacking 3 minions. I don't know. Maybe. All right. Druid. Is Pounce... So Pounce is new to base set, and Enchanted Raven are new to base set, right? All these cards existed, and Feral Rage. All these cards existed, but they're brand new. Oh, and Landscaping. Yeah. Holy crap, a lot of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of good ones.
All those cards are sick. Enchanted Raven's broken. But I guess you don't have...
Innervate?
Yeah. Yep.
Nature spell, right?
Okay.
Also, Wild Growth nature spell. So if they make any tutor that draws a nature spell, I feel like that's going to be a crazy card. We don't know what nature synergy we have yet, but even Nourish, right? If you can selectively draw Wild Growth, Nourish, and your Innervate, that seems like it's going to be pretty good. But who knows? I don't know how much you could work with those exact nature spells besides just drawing them. Maybe
And Mark is buffed.
Cast.
Mark of the Wild's buffed. So maybe you don't even need the Beast one. You just go Enchanted Raven on 1, Mark of the Wild on Enchanted Raven on 2. That's a 4/5 on turn 2.
I don't think Mark of the Wild getting +1 health made it any better. Like, it's saying the same thing. Like, if you had Enchanted Raven on 1 and Mark on 2 and it get +2/+2, it's still a 4/4 on 2 with taunt, but like, did +1 health just automatically make it broken? No.
I don't think it's much better or even necessarily better, all right? Is it so wrong that I just want to play Mark of the Wild? I mean, goodness. Gosh.
It is great.
Yeah.
I mean, the art's sick. I love the art of the card.
Yeah. So Feral Rage, that's good that it exists. Landscaping. All these cards seem like good, stable Druid cards that they added.
Yeah.
I like those.
I basically felt like they should have been in here.
So this is new, right?
The new,
Druid?
What is that? Nordrasali?
Nordrassil?
Yeah, fuck it. Okay, but 4 mana, 3/5. The next spell you cast costs 3 less. Okay, so how I look at this card, 1 mana, 3/5.
Yeah, sure.
Right.
And 1 mana, 3/5s are good, but you do have to wait till turn 4 to play 1 mana, 3/5. But yeah.
Yeah. Now,
I see that being good.
I like it. I think it's going to be decent. So, like, in my mind, I'm thinking Arbor up, right?
Yep.
Because they've lost a lot of their, like, with all the rotation and stuff, we've lost some, like, board presence cards, okay?
Yeah.
And sure, you need to wait till 6 mana for your Arbor up, but then you're summoning a 5/6 on top of your Arbor up for 1 mana.
No, I like that. Yep.
Seems really strong in my opinion. But then it could just be a card that's not strong enough, you know? Like, it might get thrown away. So we'll have to see about that. But I think it might come around every now and then.
I like it. It's cool.
Yeah, I think it's a cool card. Druid of the Claw. He got changed. So it's a 5/4 now instead of a 4/4 with your rush dude.
It's rush instead of charge, too.
That is true.
It was charge. At first, I was all about this card. I was like, this card's good, and then I read rush.
I don't think it's good. They changed the taunt, right, too? They gave him...
He has 1 extra attack in both modes.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a 4/6.
I don't think it's enough to make him good.
I don't either. But maybe he's playable. I don't know.
5 mana, 5/6. That's like average stats for the cost.
Yeah, both of them are average stats, but then you have the option. So you don't want to play average, but having options on a card is good. So the times you want him to have taunt, he can have taunt. When you want him to have rush, he can have rush. So I don't know. I think this is close. I think this is really close to like being good.
It's just like it's a 5 mana card. Like there's so many better things to do on 5 mana because I feel like once you hit that 2 mana spot to 4 mana, you don't really have like a big power curve. Like everything kind of feels like the same, just more effects. Yeah. But then you hit the 5 mana curve, and that's when like bombs start to come out. And I just don't see this as a bomb card.
True.
Right.
True.
But you never know what the format will hold. Menagerie Warden, that card has been here before. It's back. They reduced the mana cost to 5 and reduced the attack and health value -1/-1. So it was a 6/5/5. Now it's a 5/4/4. I still don't think it's good. I mean, I think maybe at 4. Yeah, exactly. I think at 4 mana, right? Yeah, it's like at least playable.
Because we're thinking Guardians, right? Guardians is the most beast heavy whatever deck. Like you're not doing any of that until turn 7 or turn 8. I guess they nerfed Guardians. They're doing that on turn 8. I guess you played a beast earlier on in the game, but that beast doesn't have rush because you didn't summon it off Guardians. So even if you stick a Panther and then copy it, I don't know. This just seems meh. I guess you could you could copy the wolf. You could copy Moonglaive or whatever. He's probably sticking around a turn. I don't know, but it seems still not great.
Cenarius, right? Let's get off of her. She sucks. Yes. 8 mana instead of 9 mana.
Oh, okay.
Now, I think he's good because 9 mana I think is the most awkward mana like for any card to be because you can't do much after it.
Yeah.
But
you float too much mana.
Exactly. Okay, but at 8 mana, there's a lot of 2-cost cards that are that are good. That, like, there's definitely a jump from 1 to 2
Power of the
cost.
Wild. Like, you can play it and then Power of the Wild.
Yeah.
Or anything.
I think it's good. Like, because, like I said, a Treant is even like any board swarm Druid right now is going to be missing a lot because of rotation. So maybe they just start playing the Nod Druid and Cenarius now, right?
Yeah.
2 added cards. Like, so
I'm in.
They also are losing a lot of their buff cards, like their Savage Roar. Savage Roar is now out.
Is the twin spell card out too?
Yep, it's gone. It's in rotation. So you don't have a lot of buff options. You have Arbor up. So now maybe Cenarius is that, hey, 8 mana, I can swing the board, get everything +2/+2.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
it's possible.
I see it maybe coming into play. Now we're down to Hunter, right?
Lock and load, baby.
Hey, that's the one. 2 mana to 1 mana. I think it's the best card in the game now.
I can't believe Lock and Load is in the game.
It's amazing.
They made it better. This card is so much fun. Oh,
yeah, man. Okay, but realistically,
was the old one? Did the old one always add Hunter spells to hand?
Yeah.
So this is a Hunter card now, so it can stop if you don't get spells.
I think it might have been always Hunter card, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know. I mean, this card seems broken.
I don't think it's broken. I think it's going to be a fun tech to start locking loading in people's face. But
hey, I'm talking about brokenly amazing, okay? It doesn't have to win games to be broken. Lock and Load is just sick. I played Lock and Load Hunter so much back in the day. I'm not even saying there was many wins had. I'm just saying that it was a lot of fun.
So, controversial card next. Tracking. So,
yeah.
1 mana, you can look at the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1, discard the other 2, and now it's 1 mana discover a card from your deck. Okay? Yeah. I don't think it's better. Because every time I use the card, it was, hey, it's an amazing Finn. Let's play it, right? Yeah. Like 1 mana, I could find another card. That's cool, right? But in the back of my mind, I was always like, I'm deck thinning by 2. I can get to what I need faster. Like anything. Now, 1 mana discover a card from your deck.
Because really, we got to look at it also like the first part of the card is the same card. Looking at the top 3 cards of your deck is random. So that is the same thing as discovering a card from your deck. There is no difference. It's just whether the fact that you're getting rid of those cards or whether you're keeping those cards. And I kind of agree that like a lot of times getting rid of the bad 2 options was good. Now it was kind of feels bad when you had 3 good cards and you knew that 2 were getting gone forever. But at the same time, a lot of times it was 1 good card, 1 mediocre card, and 1 bad card for the situation, and you were happy to play it.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, only time will tell with this one. I don't think it's any worse or any better. I feel like the decks that played it because they needed to find cards are still just going to play it.
Yep.
Like
exactly. I agree. I think the decks that play tracking don't care enough about the difference, even though I do think this card is probably slightly worse. It's just like most of the effective Hunter decks are just if you're playing this in an aggro burn deck, right? You're playing it to discover the burn card to win, so you don't care. And if you're playing this in a combo deck, you're looking for a combo piece and you don't care.
Exactly. Web Spinner.
Yeah, that's sick. I mean, this card's just cool.
Yeah, I love it. It's an amazing card. Yep. 1 mana, 1/1 gives you board presence.
Yep.
Adds a random beast. On average, the beasts are pretty decent.
Yep.
So.
Yep, and you still should have decent beast energy.
Yeah.
Yep. Is Headhunters new, or is that from a past set?
No, it's a past set, but I think the card's really good.
I don't remember.
It wasn't played, because it wasn't played a lot during that set, because I'm pretty sure it was when Spell Hunter was in rotation, right?
Okay.
So a lot of people were just playing Spell Hunter.
Yeah.
And there wasn't a good amount of beast to like use it.
Yeah.
I definitely think it's a good card though. 2 mana, 2/3.
Yeah.
Under Fiery War Axe, pretty much. Oh no.
No, reverse.
Fiery War Axe with a 3/2, right?
Yep.
Yeah, reverse.
This is what's his face without overload.
Yeah. So the only problem with this card is sticking the beast on 1.
Yeah.
But now we got Web Spinner, right? So you got a good 1-drop beast. So Web Spinner into Hatchet, which is crazy.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be good. Quick Shot.
Quick Shot was broken, so maybe it's still broken. But I remember when this was AIDS, so I mean, maybe.
But you got to remember that was a while ago when Hearthstone was slower.
Yeah.
Like, how often is your hand empty in today's Hearthstone?
No, but who cares? Sometimes it's 2 mana, deal 3 damage.
That's true.
Dark Bomb was a good card.
Yeah, it's just going to be a good. This is going to be good.
This is just a good card. Hyena still sucks. Next one.
Yeah, Hyena's amazing. Shut up.
Selective Breeder's cool.
I think Breeder's good, right?
Yeah.
Because 3 mana 2/2 Stitch Tracker.
Yep.
Battlecry, discover a minion in your deck, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
So now it's just 1 mana less and more targeted.
Yep.
So I think it'll be played. I feel like there's a deck and they're going to play it.
Bear Shark and Standard. That's sick.
That's sick. I think it's sick just for the curve of Web Spinner on 1, Hatchet on 2, Bear Shark on 3.
Yep. I like that. I like Bear Shark in general. Bear Shark's a sweet card.
Yeah, it's a really good card. Simple, but it's good. And the artwork is the best artwork in the game.
So then Dire Frenzy being core set.
I like it.
It's fine.
The reason I don't think it's going to be amazing was, what was it? Master's Call, right? Master's Call made Dire Frenzy amazing.
Yeah.
Because
we don't even have Tundra Rhino anymore.
Yeah, exactly. So what are you Dire Frenzying? Like, sure, we can get Bear Shark.
You can't Bear Shark.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
You can't even hit Bear Shark, so it's like, I mean, maybe some neutral beasts or some beasts that are in Standard, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Selective Breeder after you Dire Frenzy something.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty cool. Maybe there's beasts in or just a
Savannah Highmane. Savannah Highmane. So it's not a bad card.
It's the same card, bro.
Yeah, I know, but it's Savannah Highmane, right?
Oh, you're saying to Dire Frenzy.
We always gotta respect.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I was already down in the Mage cards, and I just hear, well, it's Savannah Highmane. He's true. He is the Lion of the Pride. We do have to honor him.
King Crush. Oh, what are you talking about? We didn't even talk about that one.
Yeah. He's still
it was a 7-mana card. Now it's a 9-mana card.
Yeah, true. It used to come with a 2/4, and now what a nerf. What a joke of a card now. I'm glad. That's my favorite card that's rotating out. It's my least favorite card in the game. Legitimately.
I love it, dude. Easy legend.
Okay. So Mage. So Battling Book's new. That's sick. I mean, that's just sick. Shooting Star.
Best Mage card ever printed.
All these seem sick. All these added edition ones.
Yeah. Shooting Star. It's amazing. I'm not a fan of Arcanologist.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy. We already have Secret Mage in fucking Standard right now, and all the cards come from the recent sets.
Yep.
So you're just making it stronger. I think it's going to be
tier 1 that's a tier 1
easily.
Yep, I agree. That's going to be tier 1 deck for sure. Maybe best
deck,
but
yeah, it's crazy. I'm not looking forward to it.
Me either. I would never play that deck.
Yeah, ever.
Fallen Hero.
Fallen Hero, old card. I don't think it's bad.
I think it's decent.
I don't think it's the best, but 2 mana 3/2 if you're trying to do some aggro stuff, maybe. Only sucks that usually you want to follow this up with a hero power, right? Try to get value out of it, but then you're floating a mana, and it's sheer floating mana is fucking cool as shit. But only sometimes.
I like it. I like this card. Cone of Cold's 3 mana. That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just where it should be. It deals 3 damage. They need more tools like this. I'm okay.
Yeah, 3 mana. Now, I think it's great, right? Because Blizzard is gone. Not Blizzard. Oh, Blizzard is gone. Blizzard and what's the other card that froze everything?
The freeze. I know what you're talking about. 3 mana freeze everything.
Yeah, okay.
Frost Nova.
Yeah, Frost Nova. They're both gone, right? So now you don't have.
So you don't freeze the whole board anymore, but you can freeze part of the board.
But you deal 1 damage to it, right? Yep. So is dealing 1 damage to adjacent better than getting the extra potential 3 or 4 freezes off?
I think this card. I think this card. The weird thing is this card. Ah, man, I think this card is worse because the only time Frost Nova was good, right? The only time Frost Nova is good is in decks that were casting it on turn 8 or 5 to not die. They were trying not to die. Cone of Cold feels like a tempo card that you want to play on 3 to deal with the early things, or turn 4 to play with the early things, right? But if you're playing a card that just freezes minions and maybe kills a couple on turn 3, you're not winning. So then later in the game, this is 3 mana freeze 3 things, but maybe they have a board of 7 and you're not winning. So I don't know. I think this card might be worse than Frost Nova still, but I think both.
Your audio's messing up a little bit. I think it might just be because you're too far away from your mic.
Yo.
No, you might be too close to it. I don't know. Your audio's just messing up a lot.
How about now?
It sounds good now.
How about now again?
Sounds bad.
What the heck?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just good now. Okay, I'll just let you know if it starts doing it again. It might just be a weird thing. All right. Conical, I think it's fine. I think slow decks that need to stall will run it, and you just freeze like the really big stuff. Obviously, the better the player and the more they play around it, the worse this card gets. But yeah, that's about all. Aegwynn the Guardian.
This card is weird.
I think it's sick, dude. So, Death Rattle next minion you draw inherits these powers. So, my initial thought was maybe it gained buffs too, but definitely not. It's probably just the spell damage +2 and the Death Rattle, right?
Yeah.
But 5 mana 5/5, every next minion you play, like you can't guarantee it because it can hop onto another guy, but every minion just inherently gets +2 spell damage.
I think
it seems like.
I think it's bad.
You think it's bad?
I think it's terrible.
Okay. Now, what if you summon this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it goes on to your Carnival Clown, and you fully corrupt it.
Yep.
+2 spell damage. What? 9 +18 spell damage.
Yeah, with 1 mana left over.
Yeah, exactly.
So you deal 21. It's a combo that's inconsistent because you have to guess that it's on top of your deck. Then you have to corrupt it. Then you have to have arcane missiles, which I don't even think exists anymore.
Okay, but we do have Shooting Star, so it's pretty much.
But Shooting Star can't go face. Yeah, but clear anything sometimes is bad.
Okay, Conjurer, right?
Card's good.
Yeah, they buffed its health. I'm pretty sure.
Yep, it was a 6/3. So I think this card is good.
Yeah. Has aggressive stats. It has to be dealt with, right? And then you get to add a card to your hand.
And you're the class that wants to do that the most.
Yeah, exactly. Drake.
It got a health boost too.
Yeah, health boost. I still don't think it's good. 6 mana, 6/7. What? That's ogre stats, right?
If you ever disrespect ogre again, playable card.
I mean, I think ogre's good. I just don't think this card's good.
I think if you take away the text, it's a good card.
Exactly. Flame Strike.
Yep. It's good. It's good. It's good.
I think it's great.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of crap because Demon Hunter, I don't think they have it anymore. But they had it was a 5 mana deal 4 to everything, right?
Yep. They have it.
Yeah.
It's still in.
So Flame Strike was just overcosted for something.
Yep.
But the change, I think it.
Well,
I think
Demon Hunter is all minions, not enemy minions too. So
that's true. I think it's good at what it's at.
Yep. Maybe not played, but it's good.
I don't think it will get played.
Is Flame Strike always an epic?
I think so. Well, maybe not. I don't know.
I don't know. That's a weird thing, and I don't know if it matters. But I feel like Flame Strike wasn't an epic. I feel like Flame Strike was
free,
Flame Strike was base set.
Yeah.
So it didn't have a symbol at all.
Did they just do it on there? I mean, it doesn't matter. The card's free.
Is core set or is base set gone? It is, right? So now it's just core set. You don't have. Okay, yeah. So this is a card that was no symbol, and now it's an epic. That's the biggest upgrade you've ever had. This card used to be given to you for free. Oh, I guess this set is given to you for free, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, but it still has an epic symbol. Why if this set is free, why do they have symbols?
Easy. So whenever you're playing the game, people's
cooler.
like, oh, he has a shit ton of epics in his deck. Right?
So it looks cooler.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
Okay.
Paladin. Reckoning. Okay.
Well, and Avenge is back. Avenge is back. That's important.
Yeah, who cares about fucking Avenge, dude?
Okay. Oh, jeez. All right. Deal.
Reckoning. I think this card's great. I think it's good.
Oh, that is good.
Yeah, so Corrupted Mist, 1 mana, target a minion that dies next turn. Similar to that, right?
Yep.
But I like it because if so say the minion has like a battle cry, deal damage, I'm pretty sure it'll kill that, right? Or if they just deal like a little damage to your minion, it'll destroy it.
Yep. I also think this is really good because of the fact that it plays around small minions.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like freezing trap is good because freezing trap kills big minions, right? Bounce them back to hand, gets rid of big minions, right? But they play around it. It's harder to play around this, and it's cheaper.
So another thing, so after an enemy minion deals 3 or more damage, destroy it. I don't know if it'll trigger on you attacking an opponent's minion. If it does, I think the card's great.
Secrets can't trigger during your turn.
Okay, right. Dang, that'd make the card really cool though. Yeah. Righteous Protector.
It's cool that she's
a card back. I did not want to see.
I think it's cool that she's back. I like her.
She's great. She's
a strong card.
1 mana card that can be played on turn 8 and still give your opponent a headache is a good card.
For sure.
Yeah.
I like the Arcane Protector buff. Seems fair.
I do too, dude. Every time I'm looking at Paladin, I'm like, dude, what's this card I can slot into this deck that's not horrible? I always looked at that card.
Yeah.
And then I realized it was horrible. But
maybe as a 3/2, it's not horrible. Now that you can play it on 2 happily, or play it on 5 to give another minion Divine Shield, maybe it's that much better.
No.
Is Holy Light different?
Yes. It used to restore 6 to anything, and now it's only 8 to your hero.
Okay. Maybe it's fine, though. Like 2 mana, like in a control deck, right? If any combo Paladin deck comes back, that could be a card.
So I was thinking about the Greater Healing Potion. 4 mana, heal 12, right? Yep. You always showed your face priest.
Yep.
2 mana less, you heal 4 less.
Yep. That seems like a fair trade-off.
Yeah.
And this is more flexible, too. Because on 8, you can do 6 mana worth of stuff and then still play this with the 2 mana left over, whereas that one you only had 4 mana. So
yeah, I think it's good.
Okay. Pursuit of Justice. It's a weird card.
Dude, it's okay. So it's 2 mana do nothing, right? Off the back, it's 2 mana do nothing.
Yeah,
you're not getting value out of this card until later in the game,
unless you have a bunch of silver hands. Yeah, because if you already have them, then it's all that damage is charged. But
no, it's not. It's game +1 attack to Silverhand recruits you summon this game.
This card sucks.
So you have to summon after. That's what I'm saying. It's literally 2 mana to do nothing.
This card is bad.
So it's great. Like Godly Scenario is like you double pursuit on 4, summon the 5/5 legendary that gives all of your minion or Silverhand recruits Divine Shield, right?
Yeah.
And then turn 6, you corrupted that 3-cost card that summons 5, and you summon 5 3/1s with Divine Shield. And that's at best, right?
Yeah.
And I'm over here laughing as a Warlock as I clear your shit after using all your cards. Like, I don't think
this card seems trash.
Yeah.
If you want to talk about it some more, we can, but I'm just going to let you know that I checked out about a minute and a half ago and was already done talking about this card. Equality. The fact that this is 3 mana, I have to assume Wild Pyromancer's gone, right?
I don't know that much, but maybe not. Because, I mean, a 4 mana equality felt bad, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But people still played it. Because Pyromancer quality is that good.
It is. I mean, 3 mana. But thinking of current Hearthstone, the power level of cards, 3 mana set everything to 1 seems fine
I know they have the fucking Libram one right now, right? I get that, right? But
yeah,
once that rotates out, there has to be Pyromancer has to be not in the core set. If we get down to the neutral cards and Wild Pyromancer is still here, I'll be amazed. I just think that the only reason you do that change is because that. All right, Warhorse. At least this one has charge.
Yeah, and I think Warhorse is good.
Yeah, this is good cost.
3 mana, 3/4, and +1 charge if you already have guys.
Yeah. Okay?
I think it's fine.
And I still preview myself to know that we do have more guys because we have a guys card coming up. So.
Yeah. Blessing, Cost is all the
same. All these are true. So, I like that they kept that. Like that's the core 3. The original other one was Hammer of Wrath because it was always like in Paladin on 4 mana you were playing something. But sad that Hammer of Wrath's gone, but still, these are the 4 best ones even. So I'm glad those are all 4 still in the game.
So Stand Against Darkness, back. It's great if they're trying to push these silver hand recruits pretty far. I mean, it's what Paladin does. But it just needs more support, right? I think if you're just playing this Pursuit of Justice, this Warhorse, this Dark, and you're not getting anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
but
it's just not good enough. But, I mean, if they start printing some silver hand recruit cards, this card's nutty, right? Like,
yeah, we've had Dude Paladin in the past be the best deck, so.
For a reason.
Tyrion's
Guardian.
They're all the same, right? Okay. Oh, he's a 5/7, but he costs more.
5/7, and he has taunt.
Taunt's big, actually.
I thought it was always 7 mana, right? 5 mana.
No, he
7
was
mana,
6. He was a 6 mana 5/6.
Okay. So 7 mana 5/7 taunt, right? That's not horrible, and you get to restore 7.
I was like glossing over it. Taunt is big for this kind of card.
Yeah, I think it's huge for that kind of card, but I don't think it's good enough to push it, right?
Yeah.
Like,
imagine if what's its face that the 5 mana 3/3 restore 8 to your hero. What if that card had a taunt? That's what they need to do. But see, that's not this far off. Like this essentially kind of restores 13 health.
Okay, right. So if Guardian of Kings, right, it says taunt, Battlecry restores 6 health to your hero. If they added Divine Shield, Death Rattle, equip a 5/3 Ashbringer, this card would be nuts.
Oh my, it'd be broken. I'd play it. And Tyrion's still Tyrion. He's cool.
Still Tyrion. Great card.
Okay.
Priest
is
everyone's favorite class.
Yeah, I know.
Clemson Clergy.
This card.
I don't think it's bad.
I don't think it's bad, but I can see games where it does nothing.
Okay, so at base, right, a 1 mana 1/3 is fine to play.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
So, especially now that they're pushing the priest like buff archetype so hard,
and this is it's so oppressive against the aggro decks. Like
exactly,
like they don't want to play their 2/2s because punch, heal. All of a sudden, I've got a 2/3 that combats it.
Yeah,
I can see it being good.
Yeah, I think it's a fun card.
Flash Shield's cool. That's in core. That's fine. It's cool. It's basic, but
Force
it's cool.
Will. I think this card fucking sucks. Like,
yeah, because they took out Inner Fire, right? Yeah, all that stuff. So
yeah, exactly. Like if Inner Fire was still here, it'd be a great card. But like, just give us back 0 mana Silence. I don't think it was broken.
True.
I mean, it's fine. It's crazy with Gadgets and Auctioneer, maybe because 0 mana card, but 0 mana to silence something seems fine to me because it's 1 card you're trading for a silence.
Yeah.
Force Will just sucks, dude. Like, because you want to target an opponent's minion, you're buffing it, right? That sucks. Yeah. You want to target your own minion, well, you're silencing it. Like,
yeah.
Okay. Holy Smite, still Holy Smite.
Is Psychic Conjurer, this is just going to be like weird. Is Psychic Conjurer from the added core set cards?
Yeah, he was from the added core set card. He was one of the ones that got rotated in for a card at the Hall of Fame.
I think it's a she, but it's fine. 2021.
Yeah, right? You got to know it. You can't just assume, dude.
Cole Turon Chaplain's cool.
Well, I don't think he was base set. I think we have access to him right now, right? In standard, but then they're just keeping him around.
Cole Turon?
Yeah. Or am I just being...
You talking about Psychic Conjurer Steel, or are you talking about Cole Turon?
Cole Turon.
If this card exists, I had no idea. So that's cool that it does, but I had no clue.
It might not. I might just be spacing who plays Priest.
Yeah.
But...
So they got rid of Pain, but kept Death.
I mean, weird. Death has always been like the need more card, right? Like Pain's Pain. Like early game, you could control like the board, get a minion gone, but Death is.
Yeah.
I like Death because Death is like, oh crap, he has a big dude. Let me Death it. Yeah.
Shadow Form still sucks.
Shadow Form. Dude, they made it even worse, dude. So like they said they're coming out with all this Shadow Form freaking support and stuff, right? So they reduced it to 2 mana, right? So 2 mana is like, oh, sick, right? It's a little bit better. So on 2 mana, I could do this because I'm Priest instead of freaking healing my opponent's face for no reason.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like, I thought it was pretty good, and then they removed the tag that if you already have Shadow Form, upgrade Shadow Form to deal 3 damage.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're playing 2 cards
And
that only one of them do anything, right? So I feel like that's bad. Like there has to be some crazy good Shadow Form support for this to even be relevant. Still a sick card. I like going depression mode.
It's cool. It's definitely like, I mean, Shadow Form, like the reason they took it out is because nobody was playing it and it hadn't been played since the beginnings of Hearthstone. But
yeah,
I don't know.
Thrive in the Shadows.
It's good.
Great card.
Yep.
Crazy
Especially
good card.
Priest. Yep. Really good. Really good. Definitely gonna get played.
Yeah. So the only difference between this and the old Priest spell that discovered a copy of a spell in your deck.
It takes it out of your deck.
Exactly. This one takes it out of your deck. But Priest always has this issue of, hey, I don't have any card draw, right?
Yep.
So discover spell, pseudo card draw. I think the card's great.
Yep, me too.
Light Spawn. It is now a 3 mana 0/4 instead of a 4 mana 0/5.
Well, bro, it's a 3 mana 4/4.
Yeah.
Can't you read?
I think it's better. I think it's better.
I did too. I think it's a lot better.
Do I ever play it?
No.
Yes. Troll.
Troll build. It's way better and still unplayable. Nah, man, who knows?
Yeah, like, what do they do if I play Light Spawn and then I start shadow forming their minions down?
Yeah. Oh, they didn't think about that one. Yeah, because you can't heal it anymore. So they're not in the same deck. Hey, Shadow Spirit's kind of cool.
I think the card's crazy. I think it's a good card. Wrong class, right? Like print that for Hunter, and Hunter's like, let's go.
That's why they didn't do it. It's a different. So like this is in the Shadow Form deck.
Yeah, I just like it due to the Reborn card that Priests have right now. The summon back a 1, 2, and 3 cost card.
Yeah.
3 mana 4/3. It's significant enough to where I should deal with that, right?
Yep.
And then when you deal with it,
it still does damage.
3 damage.
Yep.
And then if I bring it back, you're like, hey, I should probably deal with this again. 3 damage. So I feel like it's a good card versus Rogue. Like Rogue's gonna have a really annoying time dealing with that card, right? Because a lot of times they're gonna want to slap it with something small and then slap it with their face, right? And then they're taking 3 more damage on top of the 4 that they've already taken.
Sure.
So I think Rogue's gonna hate this card if it ends up being played. But it has to end up getting played first.
Yeah, true.
Holy Nova, Power,
Power's new, right? Am I crazy? Power's new to being standard core set.
It was one of the cards that were rotated in.
Okay.
Whenever they got rid of bad cards.
Okay. Pretty
sure it's been around. It might not. I don't freaking know. I don't play Priest anymore.
Ruin being core is cool.
Yeah, I think Ruin's a great card. Ever since it rotated in, I was like, I think it's fine, right? Like, I don't see why you'd ever run Death over Ruin. I mean, sure, it's cheaper.
If you're big stuff too.
Yeah, I can see that. I think Ruin's just a really good card in general.
I think you might play both. I mean, there's decks that play both. You stay low enough to, like, really, you could almost like slot them into this aggro deck with Shadowed Spirit. Shadowed Spirit doesn't die when you just stay aggro and low to the ground, and then when they play good things, you kill them. This deck is terrible.
Yeah. It's horrible.
It's not good.
But if you run Thrive of Shadows, you get even more board clears.
It's genius.
Okay, Rogue.
No, dude, we gotta go over Celine. Celine's standard core set.
But she was already she was an old core set when the rotation. I mean, 8 mana, 8/1, destroy anything, gain its health.
Is all the Priest cards? Oh, because Priest got the most because they got the most Hall of Fame cards.
Yes, because everything in Priest was either completely broken or completely crap.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm down for Rogue. This is how little I know about Priest. Priest is like, other than Dragons, I played Dragon Priest a little bit, but that's it.
Backstab is backstab. Prep is prep. Shadow step.
That's good. I'm glad that they kept all the. Once again, same thing as Paladin, that they kept the 3 core 0 mana. This is Rogue. These are the combo cards. This is what this class does.
Yep.
So
exactly. So Bladed Cultist, 1 mana 1/2 combo game +1/+1.
I'm good.
I don't think it's good.
I'm good with it being core. I don't think it's broken, but I think it's fine.
Yeah, I don't think it'll see list. Like, I don't think it'll see play, really.
I think it'll see fringe play. You don't think Tempo Rogue as it is right now, the Tempo one, the one where they cap out at 4 mana, you don't think that deck plays that card?
So what do you do, right? Turn 1, coin, play a 2/3, play your 3/1.
Yeah,
Delve.
Coin, play this guy, play the Discover Mage spell. That's a good turn 1.
I can see that being good. Yeah, that's a really good turn 1.
And you just throw this in there. I mean, it's a 2/3. It's a 2/3 most of the time in that deck.
That's true.
And that's
for
just,
1 mana.
and that's good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see. Sinister Strike. I mean,
card.
yeah, just Sinister
Swashbuckler.
Strike.
Corset.
Yeah, they changed this, so it's add a card from another class to your hand, and not your opponent's class.
Oh,
so
okay.
now,
Sick.
Rogue Mirror Match isn't like we're still just playing Rogue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I like it. I mean, it's an amazing card. If we had patches, it'd be way better.
Dude, Vanessa?
So they got rid of Aegwynn and added Vanessa.
She's sick.
Leave. I think she's cool.
She is.
I don't like that combo. I feel like if she was Battle Cry,
yeah,
it'd be a great card, right? I think the combo aspect, it makes it like, oh, I don't want to play this on 2 mana.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you're Rogue, so your 2 mana is usually equip a dagger. But if she was Battle Cry, like if they play a fucking 1 mana card, you play this, you have a 2/3 to contest their 1 mana card, and you just got a 1 mana card back as value.
Yeah.
For like combo activators and stuff.
I don't know how good she is, but she's cool.
Yeah, definitely cool. I like her artwork.
Yeah.
Plague Scientist, I'm pretty sure he's was rotated a while back, right?
Yep, I think so.
So, combo give friendly minion poisonous.
I don't like
I've always thought this was a decent card, but it's like, you have to have a minion stick. He's 3 mana. Like,
oh, dude, Patient Assassin's a 1/2. We skipped over that. Right before Vanessa. He used to be a 1/1. Now he's a 1/2.
The only reason he's decent is because he says stealth.
Now he trades with a 1/1 and then kills the big minion.
Yeah, exactly.
No, dude, he trades with Baron.
He does trade with Baron.
What a beast. Broken card.
So, Assassin play, 4 mana 2/5 instead of, I think it was a 5 mana 3/5, right?
3/4.
3/4.
It's an interesting change.
I think they made a bad card and made it worse.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe.
Like, I mean, it's good if you get like your deadly poison on it,
deadly
right?
Poison
like,
doesn't exist anymore. Oh yeah, it does.
It does.
Okay.
Yeah. So then you're rocking your 4 mana 3/5.
That's 20 damage.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's not nothing.
But then it's also the thing of like we still have the cutting, like the weapon that everyone's playing right now in Rogue.
Yeah.
Sharp sword.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think it'll ever see play. Assassinate, 5 mana to 4 mana.
What you need
still trash.
What you do is you increase it by 1 mana. Okay, you make it 5 mana, and then you make 3 other cards that go with it, all having individual effects. And then when you cast all 4 of those, you get Cthulhu.
It's true.
Design space.
Exactly.
They should do that. But
okay,
yeah, I agree. This is not great. It's fine.
Assassinate.
It's better than it was.
It's fine, right? But destroy a minion is a 3 mana card.
Also, destroy a minion is a control effect, and nothing else Rogue does right now is control.
Exactly. I just don't think it's good enough.
Tomb Pillager being back is awesome. I think this card is sweet.
4 mana card, which, if I'm not mistaken, Rogue doesn't usually have a lot of stuff to slot into 4, and then having a combo activator as well as a 5/4 body that has to be dealt with.
Yep.
I mean, it wasn't amazing.
And it feels so bad to deal with it. So, like, a lot of times people will leave it up when they shouldn't because they don't want to give the coin, but they should still deal with the 5/4 and end up taking 5 damage to the face because of it.
Exactly. Sprint, 7 mana, 6 mana. It's just too slow.
Too slow.
You're still using over half of your turn, drawing 4 cards.
Prep on 4 into Sprint could be a thing if combo decks come back or stuff like that, but
maybe. See, like, I think it's in like kind of like a sweet spot where 6 mana feels right, because if it's 5 mana, draw 4 cards, it's just way too good, right?
Yep.
So,
no, I think it's appropriately costed now because it's double Arcane Intellect. But
honestly, if we're being like as serious as possible, this can be a 1 mana card because it's already printed.
True. They would never do that. Yeah. Why is this just not 1 mana? The truth to that statement hurts so bad. Like, let's not talk about Secret Passage. Okay. Let's go to these shaman cards.
Bolt is Bolt. It's a nature spell. Novice Zapper. I think it's crazy good.
It's pretty good.
1 mana 3/2, so Flame Imp, and instead of dealing 3 damage, you're overloading 1, which puts you back down to
also get spell damage.
Yeah. Which is crazy,
this
right?
Card is good. This is a good card.
So I think the only thing that kind of sucks, right, is if you're trying to play an aggro tempo deck, right, you're going 1 mana and then 1 mana again, okay? But
if I'm going 1 mana Novice Zapper into 1 mana Novice Zapper into 2 mana whatever, I think I'm okay.
Obviously, if you get the dream, but there'll probably be other
Nimbus.
It was always 2 mana, right? 2 mana 2/2.
No, I'm saying like that's the curve. That's what I want to do. I want to go Zapper into Zapper into Nimbus.
I don't think you play Nimbus in your aggro shaman list, but sure.
Why would I not play Nimbus in my aggro shaman list? I have the 3/2 weapon. You literally play Nimbus in your. Oh, this is Nimbus. This isn't the add weapon, dude. In my brain, this is add weapon, dude. What's the add a weapon, dude?
You put me on the spot, and you shouldn't be.
That's like one of your.
I got what you're saying.
But Zapper into him. That's good.
Yeah, that's crazy. Into like Whack-A-Null,
yeah, Whack-A-Null. Yeah, that's good, dude.
Rockbiter,
and they kept Wind Fury for you.
Let's go, the best card in the shop.
Feral Spirit, the buff. This is huge.
Crazy, huge right? Card. So pretty much 4 mana 4/6 is what we could pretty much look at. I think it's great.
Because I think there's so much for you to do on Shaman on 3 mana that a lot of times it's a 3 mana 4/6. Because if you were gonna play another 3, like if I go Feral Spirit into Feral Spirit, do I really feel like I lost a mana?
No, okay, but you're always like, I don't know what's you and comparing cards that you always have 2 in hand, but it doesn't work like that. Okay,
okay, if I go Feral Spirit into Manatide Totem, does it feel like I've lost a mana?
I don't see Manatide Totem in this list.
It's right below. Just go down.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, no, then it's crazy, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of times, you're just casting another 3-drop, and then you don't care, because you're going to float that mana anyways. Ayo! So, in that scenario, it doesn't even feel like you overload at all, but 2 mana was way worse. Going into turn 4 with 2 mana, you were just toteming every time. But now you're playing another 3-drop threat. And, once again, you said you don't draw, but if you do draw, going Feral Spirit into Feral Spirit, if I know anything from duels, going Feral Spirit into Feral Spirit wins games.
Yeah, when you don't overload at all.
Yeah, okay.
God.
Relax.
Okay, Lightning Storm. Great change. 100%.
Yeah.
Take the randomness out of it. Always deal 3.
Yep.
It's great.
Was it always overload 2?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Okay.
Because, 5 mana, deal 3 to everything. Seems fine.
This is a balance card. I like this card.
Yeah, I like it. Because there's too many times where you were like, I need this to roll high twice, and then it'll be a good card to play. And now it's just like, now you know if it's good or not. You don't have to waste your turn, hopefully, doing it. Yeah, it's good. It might see play, it might not, but it's a good card regardless. Manatide to Manatide. They could have gave attack, but
they could have given it. Would you say how much attack?
9.
I was gonna say 5 earlier. You stole my same joke. I was gonna say that it should be a 5/3, but clearly it shouldn't be. It should stay at 0/3. I think we both know we're just joking. Just don't give an attack. But I like that we came up with the same joke. But you also,
I like Earthbound a lot.
Unbound,
right? Yeah, Unbound,
okay.
Right? Whatever. They're both bound.
Yeah, true,
okay.
True.
Yeah, it's crazy. Overload Shaman might actually be a better thing now because you got the Zapper, your Feral Spirit overloads less.
Maybe true. I was about to say it's the same card, but maybe the cards they've added plus the quality of improvements they've made to the Overload cards, this card is good again.
Exactly. So we'll just have to see where that goes. Totem Carver. It's Totem Carver. 4 mana 4/5 is not horrible. But are you playing this in Totem Shaman?
No, but maybe you're playing this in a Totem Shaman that's not the Totem Shaman we play now. Maybe if there's a Totem deck that's in the future that is more value-based, slow-based, the one now just wants to kill. Like, we don't have a lot of tempo decks. Like, even Tempo Rogue is not really Tempo Rogue. It's aggro Rogue early, face damage late. So true tempo if we get a true tempo deck. Because once again, Unbound Elemental and Feral Spirit, these fit into tempo decks instead of aggro decks. So maybe playing her as a 4-mana 4/5 that is sometimes a 5/6 isn't even that bad. And then there's certain games where you just have a bunch and she's really big and then you win the game with her.
Yeah, I don't have high hopes, but you never know. There's better deck builders than me, so
yeah.
Hex is Hex. I mean,
same card.
Tidal Surge going from, I'm pretty sure it was deal 4, heal 4, and now it's just life steal. So
yeah,
if you spell damage plus it heals you for more than 4. It's a better card.
Yep, and it's still it's cool. It's sick that it's in core. I mean, this is just a standard card that should have been.
Yeah, exactly. Doomhammer's Doomhammer. Earthbound Elemental. It's a crazy card.
What do you mean? This is the same card, dude.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Was it Overload 3?
Oh, was it Overload 3?
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's Overload 2.
True. Maybe that's
it's a 7-mana 7/8. But next turn, you got to play on a 4-mana slot, right? Seems fine.
Yeah, I agree. If it was actually Overload 3, this feels like it fits. But like I said, I've been playing this card a lot recently, and it didn't overload me at all. So
yeah, because you're playing fools. No, but I'm pretty sure it's like 100% Overload 3. That or they might have changed the attack and health value.
No, that's the same attack and health.
Okay, then it had to be the overload cost.
Okay,
pretty sure.
Fire Ellie's pretty sick.
Yeah, what they added a health to it?
Added a damage to
it. Oh no, damage.
Yep.
I mean, it's a solid card at deal 3, so it's still just a solid card, just 1 extra damage.
Yep.
Going Alec.
I think we need to mention that none of these cards are seeing play because they are in Shaman.
Dude, Shaman
and nobody plays Shaman.
Okay. Talk to my high ass win rate. Alec here.
1 extra health. Broken. He's
great card.
He's insane now.
So you're not picturing it, right? So
yeah, okay, hold on. Let me close my eyes and visualize it for me.
Visualize this, okay? You're playing Lore Keeper Polkel. You stack the top of your deck, right?
Yep.
You play your Ysera and you get your 0 mana give something +5/+5.
Oh,
your next draw you're
Alakir.
16.
Okay. You know, I closed my eyes and expected to be disappointed, and I'm actually kind of hype about it. That doesn't seem like a bad play.
No, it doesn't. It seems strong. And then on top of that, you get your Ysera cards.
And you're just Control Shaman that has a little bit of burst with that.
Yeah. That's just your finisher.
Yeah.
Your probably curve is 1 through 5, and Lore Keeper Polkel's your 5-drop.
Yeah. I gotta admit, I went in with 0 expectations, and I'm coming out feeling really good about that deck.
Yeah. Dude, I've been theory crafting it, bro.
Now I will say that we started the discussion with the fact that he had 1 extra health. And everything you just told me, the health means nothing.
Shut up. Alec here as a card is great.
Okay, Warlock time.
Ritual Doom, crap card. Even in Wild, I think, where you can summon 1,000,000 cards on turn 1, it's still not that great of a card.
It seems pretty mediocre. But people used to play he was a dude that if you had 6 or more minions, he dealt 4 damage or something.
Yeah, but he had a body on him already. Yeah. Now it's 0 mana, summon a 5/5 if you already have 5 or more minions.
It's not it's not even summon a 5/5. Most of the time it's summon a 4/4 because you already had a 1/1.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think it's good. Best situation, you're playing Zoo, you have 6 minions, you attack face with maybe your 1/1, turn it into a 5/5. But this could be any other Zoo card, right? This should just be a buff your board card.
Yeah.
Why would you? Yeah, I don't have any expectations for it. But
he's cool. Mortal Coil, cool. Possessed Villager being core set, that's sweet. I mean, that's
sweet. Great card.
Drain
1
Soul.
mana 2/2 pretty. This card's nutty.
That's a glitch.
It went up to.
It's a glitch, right? That's a priest card. They put it in the wrong. I'm gonna drag it up. That's weird. Is that not just the same card?
Yeah, it is. It's crazy. It's for Warlock, it's nuts.
I agree. It is better in Warlock because you're more likely to have health missing in Warlock.
Yeah.
But I just don't get why they would print the same card and just change the color and expect we wouldn't notice. Design space is ruined.
Penance was a good card. Drain Soul is just Penance in a better class. So.
In a better class, yep. In a class that has a hero ability.
Exactly.
Yeah, Tiny Knight.
Tiny Knight of Evil. You discard a card, get +1/+1. The only other discard card we have is
Lakari
Fellhound.
Because they took out Soulfire and what's his face went out a little bit ago.
Yeah, so Tiny Knight, no expectations. You're going to waste a spot in my classic set.
But maybe they'll print more discard stuff and he'll be good.
Yeah,
he just looks bad right now.
Yeah. Void Terror. They made him a 3/4 instead of a 3/3.
I don't know. Maybe.
Because maybe sometimes you're just happy now playing a 3-mana 3/4, right?
Yeah, and you get Death Rattle stuff, so like.
But you're too, right? And spoiler, they already added back some of the eggs. So 2 mana make an egg, 3 mana play this, bust your egg open, gain some health.
I like that.
Potential, definitely potential.
Especially if it's 2 mana eggs. If it's Nerubian egg, don't ruin it for me. But if it's Nerubian egg, that's a strong 2/3. Because then that's a 3/8 and a 4/4 on turn 3. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Fiendish Circle. Was that always a card? I think that was always a card.
I feel like it might have been a card at some point or whatever. There's definitely been cards similar. There's definitely been stuff that summoned imps, but I don't know. But this card sucks.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, 4 mana, 4/4, split between 1/1. It's trash.
Yeah. Hellfire is good.
Lakari Hound is back, right? So, and they changed it. So now it's discard your 2 lowest cost cards instead of 2 random ones.
And that probably makes it worse.
I don't think so. I think it makes it in a control matchup. I think it's a better card because you're gonna play this in control, right? Because it's 4 mana 3/8. You're trying to stop them from destroying you, and your lower cost cards are probably like 3 to 5 mana if you're playing hard control.
Yeah.
So I still don't think it's good, right? Because say you have like a Drain Soul in your hand and your boy Tiny Knight of Evil, right? Wouldn't you rather just deal 3 to something, lifesteal it, and play your 3/2?
Yes.
That's I don't think it's any better. I feel like discarding 2 cards is still.
And you're not killing them. Like the only reason Doom whatever. Why can't I think of his Doomguard? The only reason he was good is because he killed your opponent. And this doesn't kill your opponent.
It's not looking too good for your boy. Fell Soul Jam. Battle cry your opponent, discards a minion, death rattle, return it to hand.
It's probably
5 mana 4. Yeah, like it's definitely bad, but I wish they could have just give it one more stat buff somewhere, right? And then it's decent stats for the cost, and you're disrupting your opponent a little. But don't give me under stats for the cost for a disruption that's not that good.
Yeah, I agree completely.
Siphon Soul.
Interesting.
Yeah,
maybe control decks play it.
5 mana. I love the card even at 6 mana. Sure, that was 3 years ago.
It's so weird how we're Assassinate sucks, Siphon Soul on 5 is good. But that's how it feels because they're 2 different classes that do different things that want 2 different things out of their cards.
Yeah.
But this is 1 mana restore 3 health, and it's fundamentally better. And maybe still not played too much, but way more likely to get played than Assassinate, I think.
Yeah, 100%. It's also just the classes, right? Rogue doesn't want to destroy a minion. They just want to give board presence.
Yep. Dread Inferno is the same.
Enslaved Fellboard. I think this card is a nice boy.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Taunt, 4/10, right? So it's always a big taunt. Yeah. Some people normally push away big taunts because they're they have low attack. But deal 10 damage to this, pussy.
Yeah.
Let's go. And if you don't, I'm cleaving you for 12 or for 8. Yeah, for 12.
I think this is possibly a card. I can see it being used in something.
Well, it's 100% a card, but
okay,
possibly
you're right. Possibly a playable card. Okay,
twisting another, track.
This is weird because I was gonna say this is really good because if you're at 30 health, you want to be Jiraxis now instead of you, right? But if you're at 3 health, every now and then Jiraxis healed for 12.
Yeah, okay, but how often was that, right?
Not often. Okay, I think this card is way better.
Jiraxis, right? In today's Hearthstone, you're like, I'm never playing that. It's not good. Okay, in today's Hearthstone, right? Yeah. You pay 9 mana, gain a 3/8 weapon, gain 5 armor, get the hero power, summon a 6/6 for 2 mana.
Yep.
Like,
I wish this was 8 mana so that I could hero ability the turn I play it.
It would be crazy at 8
I know,
mana,
but
right?
It's triggering me. It's like that thing you said earlier where scenarios feel so much better because it's 8 because you feel like you can do something after it.
Well, I mean, dude, think if you 8 mana, summon a 3/8, 5 armor, and summon a 6/6, like...
Yeah, I know. It's too good. I'm just saying that's going to be feels bad. But yeah, this card is way better. This card is playable.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Controllers are going to play this. Yeah, controllers are 100% going to play this because they're going to be at 28, 30 health, 24 health anyways.
Okay, the most bullcrap class in the game. That
really?
Somehow.
Is it this good?
Yeah.
You're hyping me up. It better be good.
No, it's warrior. It's never super good, but it wins for some reason.
Oh, okay, good.
So the first one, Bloodsail Deckhand.
It is the next weapon you play. That's interesting.
So it's good in the fact that on one mana 2/1, turn 2, I can use Fiery War Axe, right?
Sure.
That's good. But then you also got to think about a lot of warriors.
Can you imagine a 2 mana Fiery War Axe? That'd be a good card.
Great. Okay, but so in a lot of warrior decks today, they don't run a lot of regular weapons. A lot of the weapons that they get are from minions that give them weapons. Right? Like some are running the dormant guy that summons, give you a Fiery War Axe, and then there's the 2/5 taunt that gives you a weapon, and like those are your main weapon sources. Like some of them are playing off weapons, like if you're bomb, but bomb's rotating. So I don't see it being super good unless we get some good either pirate or weapon support, one or the other.
But
I mean, it's a pirate. So.
We probably will though. Like that stuff just comes out. Like this could end up being a card, but I don't know how relevant it is. I don't know. It doesn't.
I mean, the fact that it's a pirate, dude, like a 1 mana 2/1 pirate, like.
And Ankar stays in, right?
I think Ankar is leaving because it came out before Scholomance.
Okay. Sad.
So yeah, exactly. Because then you could just into that, and it'd be.
So Cruel Taskmaster is new to core set, right? Or is that basic? Is that core set and just never played?
Core set never played.
Damn. So it's still just never played.
Yeah. Executes.
Man, all these cards seem terrible. Like Slam has always existed.
Yeah. I mean, so what? War Cache? I don't think War Cache is good. So a 3 mana add a random warrior minion spell and a weapon to your hand.
So like good.
Okay.
3 mana draw 3.
Hunter had the same thing, except theirs was a minion, a spell, and I think a minion, a secret, and a beat. I don't know. It was still add 3. Yeah. And it was still just a bad card. It was never played. 3 mana, I'm pretty sure, everything.
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, this is more of a control style class. So maybe the draw 3 is better in this class than Hunter, which I'm pretty sure it will be. I just don't know if it's significantly better enough to start being played. So
I think this is good. So we're going to diverge. I think this is the first straight up divergent where I think this card is super good. I want to play this in all of my warrior decks. And you think it's not. Because if I mean, Shield Slam, you have Shield Block for 5 armor, but 3 cards or 2 extra cards is better than 5 armor. And most of your warrior stuff, I guess sometimes the cards are bad.
Cards better than 5 armor and a card you run in your deck.
I don't know.
I don't think. But, I mean, we'll see. I mean, you might just need to add a card in your deck, and this might just be it.
True. All right,
Warsong Commander.
Is cool. They should have just put her back to charge. Is she going to have charge in Wild?
She should, because it'll be the old core set, and the old core set goes true Wild. But, so after you summon another minion, give it Rush. So that gives the other minion Rush?
Yes. So, because, she used to give every minion charge. So now she's giving every minion Rush. So that you can't... The whole problem was Patron killing in 1 turn. dealing 30 damage with a bunch of 3/2s that had charge and stuff, and you could clear your minion's whole field and kill your opponent, right? And so they nerfed her. But then Rush stops it from being ever possible that she's killing your opponent, but now she could clear the board. And I think this card is bad, but I think it's cool that she's slightly back to how she... Because the nerfed version of her is one of the worst cards ever printed. It's like give your charge minions +1 attack or something like that. Like that's the biggest joke of the card in the game. And so I'm glad that this at least seems like a reasonable effect. Because if look, like Broomstick is 1 mana, right? And Broomstick is broken, but it's partly broken because it's 1 mana, right? But once you battle cry, it doesn't do that. If you set up Death Rattle boards with Warsong and then play Warsong and attack, or and then play like a Death Rattle minion, like anything, like Bloated Python. You attack with Bloated Python, the 4/4 would also have Rush, and then you could rush with the whatever. So there's some value in that.
I think it's trash.
Yeah, me too, but I'm just saying there's more value in that. What's it say?
So,
Warsong? You want to talk about Warsong?
Oh, right. So 4 mana, 5/4, right? So Druid had the 5 mana that you can transform into a 5 mana.
It's the same stat. It would be a 5 mana 5/4 with Rush.
Yeah, exactly. So you're paying 1 more mana to choose if you might want a taunt minion. But I think the fact that it's 4 mana might just be good.
Playable.
Yeah. What was Restless Mummy? Was that a 3-drop?
No, it's 4.
Yeah. So comparing this to Restless Mummy, it's a 3/2, right?
Yep. But it was sort of a 6/3.
Yeah, sort of a 6/3. So comparing those two, 4 mana Rush guy. Yeah. I don't think it's as good as Restless Mummy in the slightest, but I definitely think
Town Crier's gone.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So
I don't think it gets played just because of that. If Town Crier exists, so you can draw the utility of Outrider, but then also thin your deck out, then it's playable. But the fact that you don't even have a way to draw it. Shield Maiden Standard is sweet. That card is awesome.
In my opinion, right, I don't think it's that great because so recently we had the 5 mana 4/5 Death Rattle, again 5 armor, and it had taunt.
Yeah.
Right? And it just got outclassed by today's Hearthstone.
Yeah.
So I think adding 1 mana to it, making it a 5/5 instead of a 4/5 without taunt, it's just 5 armor, right? Like I combo Demon Hunter, which still exists, and I laugh that you gained 5 armor and developed a crap minion.
How dare you laugh at me? I'm gaining armor over here.
I mean, decent card, dude. Like,
I mean, it's possible. It's possible that it's outclassed. I just remember how awesome this card was and that this card was good. Like, this was one of the only reasons Warrior was good for that little bit.
Yep. So. Gorehowl. They could have given extra durability, but I guess
that's true. They really could have. Like, letting it attack face twice is okay.
14 damage for 7 mana.
Over 2 turns. Maybe that's too good.
I was trolling, but yeah. Okay.
But this is not good. Gorehowl is not good, so you have to do something. Just give it 27 attack.
Make it 6 mana. Maybe it's good.
True. Yeah, that's a good change. I like that.
Garrosh is Garrosh, like
Gromosh.
Garrosh.
Giglamesh.
I mean, if we're being honest, it's just the Hulk. Like
true. He's not playable, right? I don't know. Yeah, he's probably not playable. Like in the decks that play in Rage Warrior, if that's still a thing, all that stuff is gonna play him. That can still happen. I'm just saying he's not.
We still have we don't have the 0 mana deal 1 give a minion plus attack anymore.
Enrage, yeah.
Yeah, we don't have Enrage, so that makes him significantly worse.
True.
Because that used to be an 8 mana play for a quick 12 damage.
Yeah. You got Penflinger, but that's only 10 damage, and then you have Cruel Taskmaster, but that's 10 mana. I agree. That makes him significantly worse.
Yeah. So now we're on the neutral card.
Tiny Finn?
That's what I'm saying. Like, do we
Wisps?
need such a strong card in neutral?
Why is it not an epic?
Motherfucker.
Cogmaster's cool. We could go over these slightly quickly. Unless there's a standout. Cogmaster's cool that he's back.
Yeah, I think Cogmaster's sick.
Stone Tusk Spore, that's interesting. That's Rush.
2/1 Rush. Horrible card now. Even worse than it was.
All these look the same. Annoyatron is core.
Yeah,
hello,
that's gonna
hello,
be
hello.
Oh,
I'm
not gonna have the best time.
Okay, Bluegill has Rush. Why did they do these to your boys? They had charge that much.
Yeah, I think they were fine cards,
Me
but
too.
apparently not. Explosive Sheep. I think that's good.
That's sick. That's really good for Mage. That was
Mage is gonna love it.
That was such a good tool for Mage in their little wheelhouse. So I loved that. The
What's
whole like
this-
playing two
is
and
this
taking one.
card?
If
A
you
fog
have a
sail.
weapon equipped, deal 2 damage. Oh man, he's kind of lit.
Maybe Rogue is happy about
Yeah.
having that card.
I don't know. Maybe
2 mana,
Warrior
2, 2,
is.
you always have a weapon. Is Warrior like? Because Warrior doesn't usually have as consistent of a weapon as Rogue.
True.
I still don't think it's the best, right? If this was a 3-mana card, a 3-mana 3/3 deal 3, Rogue would have a field day with that card.
Yeah.
Because on 2 you're weaponing, on 3 you're taking back the board. That would be a great card.
Yeah.
At 2-mana deal 2/2/2, I feel like it's just gonna be weird to slot into mana slots.
Yeah.
But still a decent card.
Yep. We talked
Mad
about
Bomber?
Egg. We talked about shut fuck up. Mad Bomber. Dude, remember you didn't play. Mad Bomber was actually a staple. That was like
I'm saying.
early days, that was the OG. You played him on turn
Arena right now, dude? It's just Mad Bomber comp. What are you talking
Oh my
about?
gosh. But Nerubian Egg, that's the cool thing we said, the play where you play
Sick card.
Nerubian on 2 and then
I think it adds a lot of like cool deck building aspects.
Void Terror, yeah.
So-
Nerubian Egg sick. Okay, do you think Sunreaver Spy makes the cut for Secret Mage?
Sunreaver Spy. If you control a secret game plus. I don't think so because your secrets are 3 mana.
That's what's
Like-
crazy. You're like, fuck having a 2-mana 3/4. I agree. I don't think it makes the cut. It might, but I think that deck is so strong that they're like, we don't need to play a 3/4 on turn 4. Because you don't have the 1-drop from WoW. You can't go 1-mana secret into 2-mana this guy.
That would make him significantly better, and
Sure.
I'd probably run it.
But they don't do that in WoW. They don't play him in WoW. So, but WoW has just so many stupid secrets, right? But
Yeah.
that's cool.
Okay. Let's
Your
keep
weapon
going. Let's
plus
get to
something.
the homie that's over here. Humongous Rage Relief. Like.
They took
What?
silence out of the game.
Like. No, they got one card. The 1-mana Silence of Minion, give +3 health.
Attack. Yeah.
4
So it's
mana,
4/11.
what? 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 3 mana, 4/11, dude.
Yeah. Wow.
Inner fire that motherfucker.
You can't
in the face.
interfire. Interfire's gone. It's bad.
Ice
bad.
Ranger. Like, come on.
Oh yeah.
Bro.
That's playable. All these are just meh. Okay, good thing I'm glad
Mookla?
I'm glad Ironbeak's still here. Yeah, Mookla.
Lone Champion.
Oh, that's cool.
That's a new one. Yeah.
That's a pretty.
I think he's. I always thought it was a pretty good card.
I don't think this mini mage is ever getting played.
3 mana. You know what would make him good? If he was 3 mana, 3/1, a stealth, spell damage +3.
Yeah, sure. Maybe, but then
So,
that might be too good.
You
It's
just,
like
you just
Rogue.
said, yeah, sure, right? So that means the 5 mana 5/5 mage card makes the mini mage good.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. The mage card is too bad. This is too good at +3. Anyways, maybe +2.
Yeah.
No, this card's too weird
No,
on
it's bad.
place.
It's bad. It's not getting played.
But I'm saying if you add spell damage, it's too good for Rogue. And then it's just So Basilisk is cool. I like that card's in standard. Spider Tank's cool. All this stuff.
Yeah.
Like all these mech cards, I'm like remembering them as super broken, and I bet you they're not that broken in standard.
Baron's Baron.
Yeah,
So,
very sick. Big
Chillwind
games.
Yeti. I mean,
why did they leave him in the game? This is just
yeah, like
This is
we didn't need
disrespectful.
that like oppressive goddamn 4-drop.
oh my gosh.
Defender of Argus. So he's a 3/3 now, which I think makes him a lot better,
Maybe it does.
right? And now that the game's gonna get slowed down a little with rotation, maybe Argus comes in here and finds a home.
Maybe.
If I'm not mistaken, didn't he get rotated?
No.
Not rotated, but like Hall of Fame or something?
No, I don't think so. I think he's still just been in standard. It's just nobody plays him.
Just no one's ever been playing him.
Yeah.
Boy in handlock, dude.
It's crazy how many cards you see in this core set that like used to be so played, like Violet Teacher, Dark Iron Dwarf, Faceless Manipulator. All these
Now they're
cards
just
were
nothing.
staples that just don't exist anymore.
Infiltrator. Did they change that card at all?
Nope, that's the same card.
No. Okay.
Overlord Runthak.
It's horrible. Like, it's hand buff, but like 5 mana 3/6.
But it's a
5 mana
rush.
4/6.
But it's rush.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't think it's the greatest, but
I like Talon Forging. That's pretty good.
Oh yeah, Talon's. I think it's crazy, right?
There's so many
picture
decks
this.
they're gonna play that.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, hold on. So picture this. Gotcha. Eyes closed.
Okay. You don't draw your Lord Keeper Pokehelp, so you just need to get through your Sarah. You play Talon Forging. Dude, I'm making that fucking deck, bro.
Day one.
Yeah, like that's gonna be it.
It's like I didn't even know you could fall past Diamond 5, but yeah, you've actually deranked all the way back to hey, dude, Karen got a buff. That's pretty sick.
I think he's sick, dude.
Yeah.
6 mana 5/5, summon a 5/5. So 6 mana pseudo 10/10. Yep. Crazy card. I thought he was like. I thought he was even good when people played him as a 4/5, because then like it's still like this card that like I have to deal with that, and what sucks is I have to deal with it again.
Yep.
And now it's just a stronger card. Like I think it's gonna find a slot in a lot of decks.
Sure. I don't know about a lot, but some. I think it'll be played.
Yeah, definitely some.
Gadget Sand, so Gadget Sand. This card shouldn't have came back.
High Inquisitor?
No, Gadget Sand.
Oh yeah, I really thought they were going to keep it.
Yeah, this was like one of the ones that I've talked about with you, I think, before, about like Hall of Fame possibilities. Like you said, Eviscerate not too long ago or whatever, like things that just were too good that they should have just gone away. And now that with this, it didn't as matter as much. But I thought this card was like one of my top contenders for how long this card has been relevant in the game, how many decks that it facilitates that were like degenerate. It doesn't play interactively either. It makes your deck into a solitaire deck a lot of the time. And so, I don't know. I think this card shouldn't exist, but whatever. It does.
High Inquisitor was a 7 mana card, 6 mana card now.
Probably still bad, right?
Summon all friendly means to die this turn. I want to say it's still bad, but like I feel like this is a card that it just needs testing, and we got to figure out what deck might want to use it.
Yep. Because you're going to have nutty turns. But you could have nutty turns right now. Like, if you slot that into Totem Shaman, every 9 games, you're going to have a turn where you trade 7 minions off and player.
So, earlier how I was talking about maybe like a more tempo-style token druid, right? Where you're playing these 8 mana, 6 mana cards, right? Yeah. I think this is a card that you could potentially slot in because it lets you get to that 8 mana play to buff your board.
True.
Right? Or they give you this huge top menu, and you're like, how do I deal with this? Or besides losing the game. I definitely think there's testing to be done. She's definitely better at 6 mana than 5 mana.
Yeah, but, incredibly so, yeah.
But we'll just have to see.
Baron, 2 health, pretty big buff.
Yeah, 2 health. I still don't think he's the greatest.
I
like
think
7 mana, 7.
I think he randomly slots back into Control Warrior decks now, but other than that, not playable.
Yeah, let's talk about the OG, bro. Baron Stable Hand.
Okay, so let's talk about Nostorm with you. Okay. Do you actually think anybody's playing Baron?
No.
This card is a joke.
What's the average beast, bro? Maybe like a 2/3?
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you high roll. Sometimes you high roll and get like Tiger, because Tiger's right above him. I mean, I could see like really just crazy high rolls with him, getting like high main and stuff like that. But does that mean you play him? And see, we're gonna say this. No, he seems like a joke, and then all of a sudden people are gonna be playing him in like every single tempo deck or every single like.
That's what happens, dude.
Like Mage and Priest just playing this as one of their threats, like one of their 5 threats that they play, and this is one of them.
Yeah, I'll do that. So Nosdormu the Eternal. Okay.
Joke. It's actually a joke character.
It is a joke card, right?
Yeah.
From a content standpoint, this is an amazing freaking card.
If we play 1v1s,
we're playing a Nosdormu best of 3.
Yes,
you're crazy.
1,000%. That's what I'm saying. Every single 1v1 we do is gonna have You have to have Dawstormu in the deck.
Exactly. But I think that just for more creators than just us, like even other creators, like I would enjoy watching two like bigger people going at it with Dawstormu the Eternal.
Yep, me too.
Right. And then it's a question of like, do I play this aggro deck or do I just try to freaking play this control deck with 15 seconds to turn? Right.
Neither.
I think it's going to be great to watch.
Yeah, I think it makes for interesting content. Sure.
Arcane Devourer, plus 4 health, 8 mana 4/8 instead of 8 mana 4/4.
Yeah.
Card's still shit.
Yep.
It is better now if you get it off of random stuff because I have gotten like random 8 drops before and summoned this guy when I've had like 3 spells left to cast.
True.
And he's gotten huge. So just better in the like if you randomly get him.
So first off, Storm Watcher is new to core, and Stormwind Champion is a 7/7. Now both of those things almost mean nothing, but I just want to know that we glanced over it.
I don't even know what both of those cards are. Alex Straza, the Life Binder. I think it's better than the regular Alex Straza.
Yeah.
I don't think Alex Straza was consistent to do 15 damage. I felt like a lot of times you were using her, she was hitting like maybe like 10, right? And
she wasn't consistently healing 15 damage. That you were right in those
exactly.
areas. That was the average number, but you didn't have the choice. As I guess you did. I guess you did have the choice because you were either damaging or whatever. But you're always going to be doing the choice you want based upon the numbers. I don't know.
Yeah, and then there's always the feeling of, hey, I'm playing Alex Straza, right, into your big board where you could deal with her easy, right? And maybe some decks just want to play like Alex for tempo, right? Like you don't even want to heal your face because you're full. Your opponent has like full health, so 8 damage isn't going to do much. But dealing 8 to this character of his, right, like one of his like minions, and developing my own 8/8.
No, I think a character has to be a person. I think character implies hero.
I don't think so, but maybe.
But I think this being a Pyroblast-esque card for multiple classes is possibly a big deal.
Malygos. I don't think the new rework of Malygos is good. It's good that we don't have the old Malygos because it was just like every now and then decks would form that are just super degenerate.
Decks are going to play this card.
So all of these like high-end cards right now are 9 and 10 mana cards, and they're so hard to slot. Like
control lists are going to play this card. If you're down to your 3 last resources when you're controlling the board, and you've read it to 9 mana, and you controlled the board the whole time, and now they're summoning their 3/3 from hand, and it's their only card in hand, and you slam this card, they concede and you win the game, and that you didn't risk just randomly dying out when running out of resources towards the end.
So a reason I do like it a lot, right, is so you say you're playing the control matchup, you're controlling the board, but you're controlling to a combo, right? 9 mana, potentially draw like 4 or 5 cards to thin your deck. I mean, by that time, you're probably already down to around 15 cards, but it might just give you...
does suck, because in the control decks, you don't want to draw that many cards.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. And it says till you're full, which means you can't, like, unless you get a 1 mana card, you can't play it, and then you have a potential of milling a card that you need. Like,
yeah, you're not playing it in combo. You're not playing in control. You're definitely not playing in aggro. Maybe this card sucks.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
maybe a card that can potentially draw you 9 cards while still being a 4/12 sucks.
8 mana, I think the card's amazing.
Yeah, maybe. That's crazy to think about.
Exactly.
It feels like it should be good, and then it might be terrible.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's crazy.
Onyxia.
This is what I'm excited for.
Yeah, this one is spoiled for me. It's broken. I agree.
Like, compare it to Shuma, right? Shuma 1/7. Yep.
End of your turn. 7 mana.
Yeah, end of your turn. Shuma got played. Sure, it was only in Hunter, right? But Shuma was decent. It was played, right? Yep. And this is just Shuma, but better. So instead of a 1/7, you're an 8/8. Instead of filling the board on the end of your turn, it's the end of each turn. So you can't just deal with the tokens with like a Consecrate. You have to deal with the Onyxia while being able to deal with the other cards, which I think is going to make this card really powerful. It still sucks it's a 9-mana slot because it's so bad.
Yeah, 9 mana feels terrible. And really, why are you playing a 14/14, right? When you can play a 4/12 with taunt.
Shut the fuck up. But like I said, high-end token deck.
Yeah. I'm starting to come around to this high-end token deck, and it's never gonna win. But I'm gonna play it too, just like I'm gonna play the Shaman deck.
Okay, so Sleepy Dragon, right? But we gotta talk about the Shaman Enabler, right?
Oh my gosh.
Ysera.
We're gonna eventually do this match thing we've talked about, like doing all these deck buildings for the new sets and stuff and whatever, and all of your decks are gonna be terrible, and I'm gonna sit here building real decks with good cards. And
dude, I hope you do, and I hope I just shit on you, bro. Like absolutely destroy you. It'll be the best
one-sided event ever. Okay, so
I do actually think Ysera is a like 5-star card.
What are all the dreams?
Okay, so I'm pretty sure they've all stayed the same, except the original dream 0 mana bounce any card is 1 mana bounce an opponent's card.
Okay.
So in the world where this adds every card to your hand, I'm pretty sure there's 5 different dream cards. If you're on 10 mana, you do have the 1 mana card to into your hand so you don't overdraw, right? They have to have a minion to do it, but it's also just a 9 mana 4/12 value like a motherfucker, right? Like, so if we're talking about Malagos, right? So he draws spells, okay, and spells are usually good, but like you're talking about, like he probably draws you too many, okay? You're probably milling, you're probably doing stuff, but with Ysera, she gives you proactive and reactive plays.
No, I think it's right. Yeah, and the fact that she can play herself and immediately get the bounce card, so that any threat, like you could also be killing. You sometimes this being a 9 or a 10 mana 4/12 Battlecry Destroyer card, draw 4 dreams is good. I mean that's a really strong turn 10.
Like sometimes they have a big taunt, right? You just need to get it out of there. Ysera's going to be there. If you just need more tempo value, you play Ysera. It's a 4/12, right? Next turn you have your untargetable minion. You have your big dragon that she gives you. You have your AoE card. Like it's a good card, dude. It's going to be played in a lot of control decks.
Yep.
Next,
Deathwing
the Destroyer.
Probably still bad, right?
It's definitely still bad, but is it?
It's better.
Is it so bad?
It's better
to where I think it's playable.
Yep.
Like, because I feel like, say you're Control Warrior, right? Right. And if I'm not mistaken, very old Control Warriors used to just run Death.
Yep.
Because if it comes worst to worst, I'm about to die. I'm summoning this. I at least have a 12/12, so maybe I can win the game because you can't deal with it. But now it's, hey, you have these 2 8/8s, right? I'm at 14 health. I die, or I could play Deathwing and discard 2 cards, and then you still have to deal with this 12/12.
And it's just 2 cards there. I mean, that's
not
that
what I'm
bad.
saying. And a lot of times, when are you Deathwinging for like an entire board of 7 minions? I would say like you do much. Like in
Warrior, never.
Exactly. Like,
so in other classes, maybe sometimes, but even in those decks, like if you're playing Control Shaman, if you're playing Control Priest, if you're playing Control Mage, a full board, probably not. With Deathwing, you're probably destroying 3 minions on average. And discarding 3 cards to destroy all minions, maybe that's not that bad. And you get a 12/12.
Exactly. And you got to think, the old reason you ran Deathwing was, I'm going to die anyways, right?
Yep.
So it's still like, I'm going to die anyways.
So
but but I also have more value to help me survive, right?
Sure.
So it's kind of a less like last hope than more of like I'm coming back because of this every time. So I think it's a good card. Not as good as Clockwork Giant, but I actually think Clockwork Giant's going to be a good card. It's Giant. It was played when it was out, if I'm not mistaken.
Maybe
versus control deck. Like, what? You playing against Warlock, they're up to like 8 cards in hand. You're chilling.
So it's 4
You're playing
mana?
a 4 mana 8/8.
I don't think so.
Really? I don't know. I think it just depends on the meta.
True.
Like if there's a lot of control decks, which there's usually not at the beginning of a meta,
and there's usually like a lot of aggro decks even towards the end. Like even if control decks are a significant part of the meta, you're still gonna the amount of games you lose because this is a 9 mana 8/8 in your deck. Well, what deck is playing this? Is a control deck doesn't really care about having a 5 mana 8/8, and an aggro deck isn't ever going to consistently play a 5 mana 8/8 because the matchup isn't always going to be there. So I just don't get what deck this goes in.
I don't either, but I mean it's a mech. Yeah. So if mech shenanigans happen, maybe mechs just need this card to help win against a control matchup.
Yep.
So
it's possible.
That's about it.
Okay. So who do you think was the biggest gainer from this? What class is the best class post this? Is it just mage just because of Arcanologist? I'm like scrolling back through all the classes and I'm like
100%. I think it's Shaman. I think Shaman got the biggest buff from the core set.
Okay. I think Hunter has a bunch of really strong cards. I think Quick Shot's really cool. I think Web Spinner's really cool.
Hunter's good, yeah.
Bear Shark's really cool. I think Mage only really had Arcanologist and a couple decent cards. I don't know. A lot of Demon Hunter got hit the worst.
Yeah, Demon Hunter definitely got a quick.
It needed
a quick check.
Because they lost Skull. They lost Skull, and that's the biggest deal.
And they lost Twin Flash. Like those were the 2 most played cards.
Yep.
Right.
Druid doesn't seem that
good stuff, but I don't think you're putting out anywhere the amount of damage that you were.
Yeah.
And in the games that you don't win by turn 5 or 6, you're not getting back into the game because your reload's gone.
Yeah. No, you convinced me. I think with all the changes and things, I think it's Hunter and Shaman. Those are the 2 that I think got the most out of it. Some cool things with Warlock, man. The Draxus thing is cool. The Void Terror is probably just a gimmick, though. Warrior really didn't look that good to me. Yeah, Warrior
looks like they didn't really try. Yeah.
And it won't matter. That people will still be tanking up, armoring up, killing you.
I think Rogue also got a pretty decent buff, mainly just due to the Pillager and the Swashbuckler. I feel like those are 2 cards that they're going to be in almost every list.
Yeah,
it's going to help the class out a lot.
And Bladed, like I said, Bladed Cult is going to be a real card. You were like the initial impressions or whatever, but the tempo decks aren't going away just because Mummy Cat or whatever is going away. There'll still be certain variants.
Yeah.
Overall, I'm excited. Big change up.
Yeah,
should be a completely different game. And when's this come out? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow? So 28th. I'm pretty sure it comes out March with the new set, right?
Yeah. So when's that?
It says packs should open in March. So
tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Well, guys, get ready to get shit on by Shaman. Okay. Yeah. Shaman's gonna be out here summoning there 16 damage out of the queue.
The bold prediction from Sprinkles is Shaman 2.0 or Shaman Stone 2.0. And my bold prediction is 0 Shaman decks on ladder. Don't expect to ever play against it. No, you're definitely gonna play against it with Feral Spirit.
Yeah, so you'll be playing against me. If you see a Shaman deck on ladder, you're gonna see your boy.
Yeah. All right. Would you want to just wrap up?
Yeah, that's about it.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Floating Mana.
Okay, I'm into my shirt.
Okay.